A Minnesota-based project is using the power of music to shine a spotlight on the children's mental health crisis.
We first told you about the Seeking Permission project last fall when two music-loving dads used their passion to process the complicated times that we're all living in. So they wrote about the pandemic, unrest, and ways to better support and inspire one another.
And for me, it was like, no, optimism has to go on the offense here. You know, we need to do something here to put a little bit of hope, a little bit of heart into the house.
Don't lie to me.
When you have some work that others like and has meaning to it other than trying to get clicks and downloads, yeah, it feels good.
I don't know where it goes, but our hope is to put as much music out there that does as much good as it can.
And pretty soon, nationally recognized musicians took notice and took part in the music making. So now Seeking Permission is helping to raise money for organizations helping kids in underserved communities struggling with anxiety and depression. And we are so happy to have the project co-founder Tom Fuegelberg with us.
Hello.
And Karis Barber, who's also a part of the project. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for the opportunity to be here.
It's always wonderful when we can follow up and see how things are actually going. So update us on where you're at now with the project.
Well, I think WCCO has some explaining to do. Susan Elizabeth Littlefield, you guys set something into action that we certainly did not anticipate. You know, on the music side, we've had a number of people across the nation, certainly just as fans, saying thank you. Hey, that lyric connected, that music, you helped me get past my own fears, those types of things. What we did not anticipate was national artists, national influencers starting to take notice and maybe wanting to talk to us, which is very funny. Brian, my project co-creator, is from Rocket Club. I am not terribly interesting. I'm a dad. We do not want the spotlight to be on ourselves. But we told ourselves, man, maybe there's an opportunity to turn the music into a mechanism to do something about something that keeps us up at night, which is kids' mental health.
Yeah, and a lot of organizations are drawing attention to children's mental health issues. We talk about it a lot in our different newscasts and shows on WCCO. So talk about why that is so important.
Well, I mean, to me, the kids are hurting. You know, I mean, I don't know how you do what you do. The world is just a non-stop string of hate, a string of hurt. I think music has an opportunity to maybe build a chain of hope and love. I think it's a universal language that can do those things, so that's what we're just trying to do, is trying to, note by note, song by song, verse by verse, believer by believer, put something out there into the world, and try to raise awareness using their talents and their influence of the artists, but also then put the proceeds of what we put out there to the partner organizations who are really the experts. They know what they're doing. They're just undersourced.
And one of the things you've also done is shared some videos of professionals talking about how music helps support mental health. We want to listen to some of that now.
Yeah.
It's a way in which kids can receive emotion, can show emotion, is quite often used as a way to help children deal with any type of crises that they might be going through at any given time.
It has the ability to make people feel heard. It instills hope. It inspires. It can let a person know that they're not alone in what they might be feeling or experiencing.
And I know firsthand as well how much music has impacted my life, you know, creating joy and inspiration and healing.
Hearing everyone talk about that word hope. Karis, I know you've been involved with this project since the beginning. Tell me why you wanted to be involved.
Yeah, I wanted to be involved because I think it's important for young people to have their voices heard, especially when they're struggling mentally. And yeah.
How old are you?
I just graduated high school last year, so I'm 19.
Give us an idea of what it's been like in recent years for people your age.
I think that it's been more, I don't know.
Lots of curveballs, I'm sure. Maybe let's ask it this way. How would you suggest adults look out for kids who may need help? What are the signs that you guys know of, I should talk to my kid about this?
I can, from my perspective, I'm no expert. And I could tell you all, we're in the throes of it. We got young kids and all sorts of other things, autism, ADHD in the mix too. I don't want to talk about signs to look for as much as maybe the one thing you can do. Listen. Engage. The fact that We have an amazing young person here who's willing to share her journey and talk to others. Oh my gosh, so much of this is simply, that's what seeking permission, the name is. I believe kids are inherently looking for it, but too often they're met with a lecture or denial or dismissal. What if we could put music out there into the world, right? The more we sing, to put the proceeds into the experts who can help facilitate talking.
Open those doors.
The more we sing, the more they talk. Very simple idea.
Well, thank you so much for coming in so we could hear about how this work is going. And if you'd like to hear the songs or find ways to support kids struggling with their mental health, we have a link for you at WCCO.com.